Welcome ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dychronic here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Destiny 2 Weekly Reset for, what day is it? It's 6/8/2021. So everything that has reset from the Nightfalls to Iron Banner to everything that's a major weekly reset. So obviously, first and foremost, we do have Iron Banner going on right now. I believe it's the second event of the current season. If you want to get a lot of pinnacle gear, it's a great opportunity, especially if you like Crucible. It is a great opportunity to get pinnacle. If you're really good at Crucible, you usually can get all 4 done within like an hour. On top of that, there are specific weapons that are only going to be in that particular pool that you may really be interested in. Something like the Criminal's Dagger, a kinetic 120 hand cannon, still doing really well in both PvE, PvP. And obviously with that, every time we have Iron Banner, it's also increased Valor. So if you want to get Valor resets, even if you're not playing Iron Banner, you do get increased Valor. Alright, so moving on with the regular weekly reset, starting up with the Nightfall Ordeal. This week it's going to be the Warden of Nothing. It's going to be the Prison of Elders with the big servitor at the very end. When it comes to the 100 cape, I would personally recommend Legend. It might be possible on Hero as it is one of those longer missions, but again, you may not make it to the boss in time. And I believe this week is going to be the Hung Jury Scout Rifle, because last week was the Fusion Rifle. The weekly burn on the Vanguard strikes is going to be Arc Cinch, and right now we have Heavyweight. Oh yeah, I'm going to use some word clip. For the weekly Crucible playlist, obviously again, we have Iron Banner, level advantages are enabled, 6v6 control, pretty straightforward, and for the other one, it's going to be Clash, which is kind of like a team deathmatch. And both of these do get rooted in the same pinnacle gears, so if you want to get the Crucible pinnacle +1, you can do Iron Banner. I also wanted to take a look and show off the different available bounties from Saladin. If you don't know, he picks 4 of 7 different options, and they will make it easier or harder to complete in Iron Banner. The first one is capturing zones and then additional teammates with you for more points. Completing matches and wins give you more. Ability final blows, supers give you more, which is usually the harder one. And final blows against enemies, and then enemies of higher power as well. And of course, don't forget, if you've got tokens from a previous season, you don't have to complete the special quest. Ooh, you don't have to complete the special quest to get certain drops to drop, you just can do it right off the bat. As for the Europa stuff, for the Empire Hunt, we have the Technocrat. For the Simulation, we have the Safeguard, which I believe is just going to be defend the area. And for the DSC Raid Challenge, we have Copies of Copies, taking place in the 3rd encounter of the raid, and in this second encounter of the raid, and in this encounter, do not flush any of the debuffs out of the airlock. In this one, you just kind of have to do it a little bit faster. You can 1 phase, and you can do 1.5 phases before you run out of people. Moving on to the Moon stuff, for the Nightmare Hunts, we have things like Omnigul, Fnatic, and Crota. I believe Fnatic is probably going to be the easiest one, although not really that easy. The Garden of Salvation Raid Challenge this week is going to be 0 to 100, taking place in the boss encounter of the raid, and in this encounter, anytime you deposit motes at a single relay, all 30 have to be deposited pretty much back to back of each other. There's a special strategy with this one. I would look up a guide online. Moving on to Eververse's inventory, showing off what she has available for Bright Death as well as a perusal. We got some very interesting items here today, especially if you're looking for a new fashion. For the Bright Dust purchases, we have things like the Red Line Shell, which looks like this, in case you're interested. We have the Chain Yanker, which is an emote where I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a Spider-Man thing. We have a Ghost Projection that looks like a dragon. We have the Laguna Crusher, which I haven't found too many uses for. For the other Bright Dust section, we have things like a Sour Taste, which I really like this one because you actually control when it ends, and if you activate it, you just push some books off the table. Very cat-like. Definitely can agree because I have cats. We have this ghost shell here, the Vice Shell, which is somewhat unique. We have the Knucklebug ship, which is a very unique looking ship. I don't think I've ever... there's some variation on this theme, but very unique for sure. We also have the class item for whatever class you're currently on. Obviously, I'm on my Titan, so I do see my Titan, and I believe that set is actually going to correspond with this set right here. So depending on what you want, you may want to take a look at the things this week. Also have a Sparrow that's a 150 Sparrow, which I don't really like 150s. We have the ornament for the Vex Mythoclast, which if you've seen my short, I don't like Vex Mythoclast. I think it's hot trash. A transmit effect we come out of a capsule. We've got some other transmit effects that look very exactly like you'd expect them to. I really like this one from Curse of Osiris, just gonna say that. Deep Sea Jaunt, not really something that I'm particularly a fan of. Also don't really like that one. Omulon kind of looks nice on certain weapons, but again, I don't really know when I want to use it otherwise. And then Golden Trace always seems to have like a kind of purple hue to the carbon fiberness, and I've never been a big fan, but a lot of people do like that. this. Moving on, let's go ahead and take a look at the seasonal challenges. Yet again, I didn't really do anything over the past few weeks. Just wanted to give you a bit of an idea of what's going on here. First of all, if you've completed the fusion rifle for this season, you automatically get that, and that's a 4x experience. That's wonderful. Right, so I took a look at a lot of them. First of all, this one's going to be based on the Splicer 5 quest, which I don't think I have on this character because I haven't done 4 yet. We also have Tartarus Expunge in under 6 minutes, so just complete the mission under 6. We have completing Conflux and Engrams, which is retroactive. We have the grenade launcher kills, which is something I'm very much looking forward. Wither Horde and Ignition is going to be great. Masterwork any piece of armor, which is pretty easy. Earn Valor ranks, great for right now because it is increased Valor, and then do a Nightfall strike on Legend or higher without dying, which is an 8x large XP. I'm just realizing both of these bottom ones are 8x large XP, and that's like what, 4 or 5 levels just by themselves. I tell you what, doing a Nightfall Legend without dying is probably way easier than 16 Valor ranks. That's like a full reset. Not to say it's hard, it's probably impossible, it's just it's not the same. You know, I think to myself, I really want that XP, so I might as well just spend all the fabulous wealth that I have and then get myself a challenge. Oh, it does help to be filthy rich. Fuzzy Wumpus! That's a great name. Goop Fuzzy. Well, there's a lot of fuzzies. Showing off Hawthorne's inventory and her weekly raid challenge. For the Last Wish raid, we have Keep Out. This can be taking place in the Vault encounter, the 4th encounter of the raid. And in this encounter, don't let any of the Yellow Health Knights into the center circle area. And that is going to be pretty much the end of the video. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions or concerns. Also, come check out the live streams that I have right after these videos, as well as all the times on screen right now. We're going to be doing a lot of open lobbies for Vault of Glass, Expunge, Override, all of these seasonal stuff. We're going to be, again, lots of open lobbies, so come join us and we have some fun. And of course, a special thank you to my patrons on Patreon for helping make a lot of this possible. Specifically, I want to give a big thank you to Medi Voodoo, Mom Dad, Charles Williams, Dr. Strange, Joe Smith, Monday, Ned Hopkins, Steve Bachman, Justin Aurora, Raymond Showman, Nita Panther, Cole Sherman, Casey Reagan, and Badgie for their support on Patreon. And I hope you guys have a great day.